waking up. Are we going live right now? Is this a preliminary from the plank?
Should I tell him? Yeah. He knows.
I have no idea.
Hi everybody, welcome to the plank. Welcome to the Godfather Griz Forever Oakland Zennie62 show for 9/11.
In honor of 9/11.
Honor of 9/11, to which I've been at a fascinating event, but that's another story. What do you have to say about 9/11 as we move forward?
You know what? We're going to take a moment. Everybody, please. We have the Griz show, Zennie62, still in Oakland. We're honored that Zennie62 is here. We're going to take a moment. We're going to pray for continued healing for all the loved ones that lost loved ones in 9/11. We're also going to pray for the people in Houston, Florida, anybody that has any personal tragedy right now, a friend, family, anywhere that the hurricanes are hit, anywhere around the world. We're going to take a moment and just do a heavy prayer. And this shows me a heavy prayer. We'll get a little more specific in it, but in honor of 9/11, let's take a few seconds, Zennie. We want to pray for the mass cautiousness of this planet. We want to pray for all those loved ones that lost loved ones in 9/11. We want to pray for all those people who are being affected by the hurricane in Houston, all of the South, Florida, the Irma hurricane. We want to pray for Grandma Carmen's continued healing. We want to pray for anyone that's suffering on the streets or going through any kind of tribulation or being challenged right now. Mother Earth is speaking out. She's going to shake herself off of any imbalance, and we just want to encourage anybody, regardless of what you're going through right now, to gravitate toward the light inside yourself. Don't let the darkness get the hold of you, because right now the darkness is trying to take advantage of people who are vulnerable, people who put toxins in their bodies. We encourage everyone, please stay strong. Please stay connected to mentally strong people and positive people. Keep negativity out of your life. And through the Zennie62 show tonight, we're going to put out a powerful light. Thank you.
Amen. 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 All right. Amen. Well said. Well said. Well said.
I'm feeling it.
Well said. Well said. So,
hello.
Godfather.
Yes, sir.
Update us. This is a pivotal week.
This is the week we've been working on. This is the week we've been leading up to. This all-important JPA meeting this Friday, September 15th, 2017. We are pushing for a yes approval. There is no other thing we're looking for. A yes approval for the JPA to become a client and or recommendation for the city and county to become a client. Without getting much deeper into the behind the scenes stuff, myself and a few folks have been working diligently, taking information from all the people involved, delivering that information hands-on, make sure everybody is getting the same message with our Forever Oakland drive and mental grit. So, congrats to Kook Snipe, Chris, Christopher, Zennie62, myself, the boss man, Levant, John Jones, my boy Ray Bobbitt, all of our core staff that have been working diligently. Jim Quinn, Eric Hostat, our cheerleaders that are municipalities behind the scenes helping us. We're coming together. This is the week we've been waiting for. This is what we've been wanting. And for all of those from Modesto, the 209 KOS, Fresno, locally, who are coming this Friday and flying in from everywhere worldwide, we're kicking off our Make Oakland Better Charity Festival this Thursday night. The NFL's leading tailgate on Ma Valley, 7 p.m. and on. We'll have a TV camera or two out there. We'll be feeding to everybody. And we'll carry over until Friday, September 15th. Walk to the meeting at the Oracle Cross Street. Represent strong. Yes approval. Then we're treating everyone to brunch afterward. We're gonna have the Griz and Godfather show feeding everybody. So we're excited about what's going on. We have a couple main charities setting up with us this weekend. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the Shepherd's Gate out of Livermore and Brentwood, that are Christian centers that house women and children of domestic violence and alcohol and drug abuse. They're the real deal. We have the Ever Forward Club, an Oakland-based organization, over 10 years strong, that take troubled youth and encourage them to become humanitarians, get to college. And we have other charitable entities coming through, sponsors, supporters, and we have supporters coming in worldwide because we are the most well-known outdoor international venue in the NFL here in Oakland, California. and the preservation and protection of our identity, forever Oakland. That's what it's all about. And I'm sure we're getting some NFL talk here pretty quick with Zennie. So that's what's going on this week, and we are excited, my people.
And hey everybody, hey, T. Cooper is on, and
later heavyweight champ.
Silver and Black Oakland is in. And hey, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Hey T, how come you're not down here? T. Cooper says hi, Coop Snipe. He's talking to you.
He's got you, Chris. He's got you on the screen here.
Yeah. Are you,
What's up,
you
Cooper?
see it? You can see it. Yeah. Hey, show that. Pull
See?
that up. Wait, look at that, folks. Turn it sideways a little. That's better. Wow, look at that. Let me see. Wait, can I see that? That's really cool. I've never actually seen that. This is trippy. I've never seen. I have not seen. This is trippy. I mean, do I blow up if I do this like a?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you hear a radio show and you're talking to people, but not now.
That's really wild, man. That's really cool. We're at the Plank. Mr. Robinson wants to know we're at the Plank in Oakland. Jack Lemmon Square. It's right at where Jack Lemmon Square dead ends.
Off of Broadway.
Off Broadway here. The entrance is right behind us.
We're right across from Chicken and Waffles.
Like, in fact, you tell them.
We're right across the street from the Chicken and Waffles. This is the 66 mile forever Oakland, one of our hot spots. If you come to Oakland, California, if you want to bring your children, if you want to bring your loved ones, if you want to bring your grandparents, this is a multi-location for everybody. This best represents Oakland, California.
Yeah.
Get down the Plank off of 98 Broadway anytime you come to Oakland, but this is a hot spot for us.
This is cool. Let me show you what this looks like real quick. Just, right, see that? All right, see this?
Take a photo of tours.
Yeah. We'll take you guys for a ride. Watch this. This is a pretty cool place. They've got bowling here. I want you to see this, actually. They've got bowling here. Watch this. So they've got bowling. They got Monday Night Football. They got great food. They've got a lot going on here. For example, you can come here if you want to, and you can bowl. All right, check. This is the bowling part. Look at this. All right. See? If you don't want to bowl, you can watch Monday Night Football on the screen there. See that? Behind me. See that? That's Monday Night Football. You can come and just hang out at the bar and have a drink or something like that. That's what these folks are doing over here. And or if you don't want to do that, you've got games you can play down here. You've got a lot of video games. You've got stuff like I think it's called foosball or whatever. But check this out, all right? See? See that? So, they got it all here at the Plank. Now, we're having our meeting over there, and oh, by the way, if you got games you want to play, they got deal or no deal right over there. See that? It says deal or no deal, all right? So they've got everything here, and it's pretty neat. And this is the kitchen back here. Take a look, all right? So that's the kitchen. And the nachos are out of this world, I gotta tell you. They're out of this world, all right? So we're down here.
This is spectacular, see? Yeah. We give you a virtual tour of the Plank.
Yeah. And the nachos are great.
So who's in the chat, Zennie? Identify everyone so we can say hi.
Hey,
you have your sidekick here. He'll name off the names. Who's in the chat in the Zennie62 show?
E. Robinson says keep up the fight, Griz. He says, I think I met you in London and on a train to Paris.
Oh yes, I remember. That was our last day. That was my last day. That was awesome.
Right.
Good memory, my friend.
Yeah. So this is a trip right here. So
my people.
And also we have hey, can someone hand me a little, I just want to clean this. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? I got it. Thank you. Okay.
I'm moving
So at
fast.
any rate, talking about the NFL, you know, the Raiders won yesterday. I haven't checked the scores right now. Behind me, the Chargers.
Who's up, Christopher?
14-7.
Who's up?
Broncos.
Okay.
Denver Broncos are winning.
Yep,
We're playing
14-7.
San Diego, so we're gonna have 3 teams that are gonna have 1 victory and 1 with a loss in our division after night.
Hey, so tell us who the star is so far.
Well, you know, I mean, for me, the star of the Oakland Raiders is Khalil Mack and Derek Carr.
There you go. I mean tonight's games. Who's
Yeah, Von
showed out?
Miller and Phil Rivers are the 2 stars right now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and you know, for me, Phil Rivers is getting old, and I want to see the other quarterbacks play, but I know Mike, he does not want any of the other quarterbacks to play. I mean, you should have saw yesterday. You know, the defense is there. You know, we missed a few opportunities, but you know, well, we get a younger coming team in Marcus Mariota. We're bound to make mistakes. We're bound to make some great plays.
Yeah, but I was looking for Mariota to throw 2 interceptions. I am massively disappointed he didn't throw 2 interceptions.
But hey.
But he still threw a lousy game.
Oh yeah.
That was in our favor. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the shocking moments of this opening games was the Patriots getting the knock win out by the Chiefs.
Hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, for the Patriots to lose not only in that way, but in a freaking struggle.
Yeah.
To see Tom Brady play the way he played. I mean, my dad was saying this, you know, when the Patriots lost. I mean, the Patriots should have won that game.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad said that the Chiefs should have lost. I mean, Griz, you should know that the Chiefs have one of the best defenses, you know, in the AFC along with the Raiders.
Yeah, they have one of the best defenses, but you know what? When you have a quarterback like Alex Smith, his arm strength, I don't think, can get them all the way to the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. So.
Now,
and I felt that way last
Silver
year.
and Black Oak says you have he says little man got great knowledge.
Yes, this guy is a book of knowledge right here.
Yeah, great job. High five, man.
Oh yeah, my dad told me the last great tie-in.
That's his dad right here, yeah.
That's the Chris and Christopher show.
Chris
and
Christopher.
Yes.
You were saying, Christopher?
Well, my dad was telling me on the freeway, one of the last great tight ends before Jericho came into town was Dave Casper.
Yeah. He handled my 401k for a time.
And then I think we had Zach Miller for a couple years.
Yeah, tight end.
Yeah, we had Zach Miller for a couple years, but we weren't known about tight ends until Jericho came into town. He's a great tight end. He came off a season where, you know, the Packers went to the playoffs, so we have a great tight end now. Now my worry is the defense. Are they gonna play good, or are they gonna be playing like last year?
Yeah.
Because, you know, Ken Norton Jr., and I hate to say this, Ken Norton Jr. is possibly one of the worst defensive coordinators in the league. You got guys like Gus Bradley who made the league.
Yes, how come everybody blames Norton, and it's really Jack Del Rio's defense?
Well,
I mean, I don't get that. Ken Norton Jr. didn't say.
Look at people like Gus Bradley. He made the Legion of Boom. He made Richard Sherman the best guy in the NFL. And Ken Norton, what's he got to do?
But my point is that Gus Bradley gets to mold his own defense. Ken Norton is being trained by Jack Del Rio.
Yeah.
Jack Del Rio said so you gotta blame Del Rio.
Well, Jack Del Rio needs to hurry up because, you know.
There you go. That's more like it.
I mean, Jack, the offense looks great.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles, he's a replacement for my offensive coordinator for last year.
Todd Downing.
Yeah, Todd Downing.
Todd Bowles is the Colts of the Jets.
Yeah. Todd Downing. He looks like a great offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
My problem is lies with the linebacker.
Thank you, sir.
So you could look at the Tennessee Titans. They were running the ball, and the linebackers were like, you know, let's just say this: we're not gonna tackle him, and you're letting Khalil Mack do all the work himself.
Thank you.
This is what he did last year.
Yeah.
If Jack Del Rio's gonna have Ken Norton do the defense, he better hope that the defense improves quickly, or else.
It's Pagano calling the backfield. He communicates with the defensive backfield.
And
Norton calls the plays.
Yeah.
Del Rio sets the tone. Del Rio wants that. The defense the Raiders are playing, I'm telling you this, the defense the Raiders are playing is the same defense that Jack Del Rio tried to install in Denver. Okay, so just saying there. All right?
Yeah, and also according to LA, the Rams won a pretty horrible Colts team. I mean, the Colts team, you know, I don't mind that the Colts lost, but to lose in that humiliating fashion, I blame Chuck Pagano.
Yeah.
He's a bad coach for a bad team who only invests in wide receivers.
See, that's it now. See, he blames the head coach. That's what I'm saying. You blame the head coach. It's always the head coach, right?
Let me add one quick thing.
Yeah.
As you guys remember, the last couple years before the new offense coordinator, it was Bill Musgrave.
Right.
And so when you give a coordinator free reign, it is a responsibility. But when it's not working, the responsibility always goes back on the shoulders of the head coach.
That's right.
So it's definitely Jack Del Rio's responsibility, since he's a defensive-minded guy, whoever he has in there, to make sure that defense is up to speed. And if you're a defensive-minded head coach, you got to make sure you upgrade that defense. So it'll be interesting to see how they hold up. Overall, the team's better this year than they were last year.
Yeah.
Watching the game Sunday, the team overall is definitely better. The offense has a little more of a killer instinct. Last year, they got conservative in the second half when they had a lead. This year, they finished on offense. Defensively, though, they're still getting up a lot of yards. They held up a few times in the red zone, but they definitely have to just continue to rise with what they have on defense to and have the offense continue to compensate. But overall, the team's definitely better than it was last year.
Yeah, okay. All right, now, Paul Venegas, this is by your request. He wants us to move on. Okay, Paul Venegas has a question regarding the, you answered it before, but I think Paul just arrived.
Sure.
About what's going to
up,
happen
Paul?
this Friday, and he said something about Ace relocation. I don't know what he meant, but he wants to know what's going on this Friday as far as.
So in a nutshell, Paul, that's his name?
Yeah, Paul Venegas.
Basically, our citizen-driven initiative led by Forever Oakland, We Stand with Oakland, Godfather Griz, Ray Bobbin, and our core staff. We are working with the Joint Powers Authority out of Oakland, California, that oversees the Coliseum site. And the Joint Powers Authority, don't know if you're aware of this or not, Paul, they're half city council from the Oakland and half county of Alameda supervisors from Alameda. And so that body of people were pressing upon to work with us in terms of becoming a client for our lawyers, Jim Quinn and Eric Hostad, the top two antitrust lawyers in New York, and making Oakland better, to further explore our options on the crime vote that took place on March 27, 2017, with this conditional relocation. The NFL has allowed Mark Davis and the Raiders. So this Friday is so important that these municipalities were impressed upon, jump on board, approve yes to become a client, or recommend the city and county to become a client. That's what this Friday is for.
That's it. Hey, so what about Beyond Friday?
About the what?
What about Beyond Friday? Beyond Friday.
Oh, well, I mean, the whole weekend. It just happens at this JPA meeting.
Is this it?
Oh no! This happens at this JPA meeting. Is this it for the Citizen Driven Initiative, or are you talking about this weekend with the Make Oakland Better Charity Festival?
Oh well, tell them about the Make Oakland Better Charity Festival.
Our all-weekend tailgate starts this Thursday night, September 14th, 7 p.m. and on, at a location called Ma Valley. It's on the corner of 667 and Coliseum Way, 559 66th Avenue, across from the 66th Avenue entrance. We've been doing this for years, where the home opening tailgate starts Thursday through Sunday, and it's called Make Oakland Better Charity Festival because we have charities that set up with us for 3 nights and 4 days. It's spectacular. You will not see this anywhere else in the NFL. Plus, we have supporters that fly in worldwide that come through. It's an all-weekend tailgate. We have our DJ coming out sometime this weekend. We have supporters coming out this weekend. We have the Beast, which is our larger-than-life barbecue pit that's going to be feeding hundreds and hundreds of people. The Chris and Chris show.
What's it called?
It's called the Beast.
Like the president's limo?
Well, you know what's funny is that name has been attached to that barbecue pit for years, way before Marshawn Lynch was picked up this offseason. So it's a first-of-a-kind barbecue pit. that you'll see in our pictures and video this weekend that one of our sponsors, Bob's Iron, who's one of our major supporters, made specifically, that's becoming a mob barbecue pit. It's huge, it's big, you can cook lots of racks of ribs, you can cook tons of chicken, hamburgers, hot links all at the same time. The ambiance of Mob Valley, when we get out there, we breathe Oakland, something special in the air. You have people driving by all weekend honking. You have city workers coming by. You have Oakland police that come by continually checking up on us, showing their respects, making sure everyone's having a good time. Fire department, people from the neighborhood, people from the businesses that work there. It's a conglomeration of this culture of people that is the greatest culture of people and fans worldwide. That's why we're doing what we can to preserve and protect, push the citizen-driven initiative to protect this theme that you can't duplicate anywhere else, you can't duplicate in Vegas. And so this weekend, the world's gonna get a taste of that again and what it's about and making Oakland better. We're excited about it. So it starts Thursday night, 7 p.m. and on. Friday morning's a JP8 meeting, 8:30 across the street at Oracle. We're gonna feed everybody afterward on Mob Valley. Then we have a humongous amount of people coming through. It's gonna be exciting. And if you're coming to town this weekend, make sure you come to Mob Valley. The NFL's on the tailgate.
Hey, I couldn't have said any better. And T. Cooper says hashtag Forever Oakland 66 Mob. Oh, and by the way, don't forget Z as in zebra, ENNIE62.com. Just go there and press invest in Zennie. That's all you have to do. I don't even have to, put the link down. Just Zennie62 and invest. That's all you got to do.
In lieu of the Zennie62 investments, we're going to share something with you. We have some silent auction items that have been donated to the Zennie62 Godfather Griz promo about 2 months ago. So starting tonight, between now and next Monday, and this weekend in Mob Valley, we're going to start auctioning those items: a football, an autographed shirt. Excuse me. One of our friends, Richard Hike, who's offering some photography, wine bottle.
Hey, Richard, you here? Just asking.
No problem. So we're going to start auctioning those items, and guess where those items are going to go to? As investments for Zennie62. So we'll show you how to do that. And not only that,
Snipe has an idea.
Thank you.
If Kook Snipe is with
about raffle tickets, etc.
Yeah, you want to
go ahead and touch on it just a little bit, Kook Snipe.
So I have an idea that between this Thursday and through Sunday, we're gonna have raffle tickets for one of our items that we're gonna take money from, and that money's gonna go back to Zennie62.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
And if you guys haven't seen it, we'll get you a picture later.
Thank you.
But it's an autographed shirt that says "We Run This State." It's autographed by Bill Romanowski, and it's in a nice frame that
Is that
looks
kind of
like
like
a
what you
t-shirt.
have?
No, it's a different.
This says we run.
This is a Northwest Raiders Booster Club shirt here.
Oh, okay.
But the one I got is I bought it a couple years ago, and then had Romanowski sign it, and it's in a nice frame that looks like a T-shirt. Yeah, really nice shirt. We're gonna have tickets for that. We'll do a raffle for that one. Somebody will win that one, and all the money collected will go back to Zennie.
Nice.
And we have further items from Joe G. We have an autographed Super Bowl football, starting bid at $300. We have those wine bottles, Forever Oakland 66 Mob.
Beautiful wine bottles.
Cabernet.
Excuse me. Those wine bottles are freaking beautiful.
yes.
So those starting bids will be $50 or more. We'll have those on hand, and all these items that we're starting tonight, throughout the week, and this week in Mob Valley, will go toward Zennie62 investments.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We want to make sure that whatever we gather, next Monday's show, we're going to thank everybody that got an item, that made an investment for Zennie62. So whoever purchases that will want that between now and next Monday, as we come back to you for the Zennie62 Godfather Griz promo.
Oh, thank you. And
You're very welcome.
I gotta say a prayer for our house, because we're in Fayetteville. The tropical depression is what Irma is now, but it's 95 miles south of Atlanta. Well, we're about 50 miles south of Atlanta, so we're basically right almost in the middle of the tropical depression. Fortunately, I'm not there, obviously, and my mom was in Chicago, but I'm just that our home is okay. You know, we're on 5 acres. We have a barn. We're surrounded by trees, and I think we're gonna be okay. But I really appreciate your prayers. It's been a tough day. It really has. Yeah.
I want to share something real quick in lieu of what Zennie62 just said. And I put out a post about 2 hours ago about Mother Earth. And there's a lot of things going on in a lot of people's lives right now. It could be personal, it could be job, it could be money loss, it could be relationships, alcohol, drug abuse, violence, homelessness. It could be the hurricanes in the south. There's a lot of imbalances, a lot of positive things going on, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of imbalances going on right now. And just like us, Mother Earth has emotions, and when that balance needs to be restored, she shakes it off. So what we're seeing right now, this is just a Godfather spiritualism, a Godfather Zen. The powers of light and darkness, I believe, and I'm not biblical, I'm spiritual, are lining up right now. And we're seeing that in very subtle ways, and we just want to encourage all of you watching this to the best of your ability, no matter what you're going through. If you're going through something, man, we're praying for you more than ever. And we want to encourage you to go inside yourself and fight for the light, because right now, the people that are vulnerable, there is negative and demonic energies right now taking people over, working through their souls, and we want to encourage you to rebuke that to the best of your ability, fight through that, stick to the light, because the sides of light and darkness is building up, it's showing itself right now.
Happening?
I think it's just something that this earth is going to go through. I think it's a planetary thing. I think that it's not just one indigenous group of people that have been talking about it for thousands of years. It's not just the Bible that's been talking about it. It's a common denominator of a cycle, and we're coming to that cycle again, and humanity's going to be challenged. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who are on the right side. There's a lot of people who are positive, but there's a lot of people who are being taken by it on a very, very small scale right now. And we consider ourselves light bearers. We consider ourselves angels of the light. And let me remind you, to be an angel of light doesn't mean it's always peaceful. To be an angel of light means you have to be ready to fight mentally. You have to be ready to fight here. And try to keep toxins out of your body. Try to keep things out of your spirit, because right now it's getting stronger. It's showing itself. And the Zennie62 show, the 66 Mile Forever Oakland, not just the citizen-driven initiative, not just our tailgates, but as humanitarians, we're praying for everybody that's going through a tough time right now, and we encourage you, surround yourself with positive people, keep negativity out, don't surround yourself with negative people, and fight for the light from inside, and that's what we're encouraging tonight.
Hey Raider Flea, hey everybody, hey John Marks, how you doing? Welcome, nice to see you, John Marks. Are you going to be at the JPA meeting? You want to add something to that?
Hold on, Zennie.
Huh?
Oh yeah, look at his shoes.
Oh, hold on a second. You gotta check this out. Forever Oakland. Does it hurt to do that? Tell them how they get the shoes.
Oh, I have a friend who does all kinds of customized shoes. So I sent these out a few weeks ago with the Godfather's approval. And just got these back here last week, and just now getting them out in the public.
Nice. As I broke the story yesterday, the latest news is that there will definitely be a delay in the opening of the Raiders Las Vegas Stadium, and to which we have applause all around. So there's like applause, okay.
Another thing of karma, baby. Continues, Zennie.
Yeah, and basically it could be to 2022. Now, again, I have serious doubts this deal pans out, and already that's happening. I was talking with, I think it was Bouse, and I were talking earlier today, and I said that we were talking about the agenda for the Las Vegas Stadium Authority meeting, which is this Thursday, okay? And what I was saying to the brethren, what I was saying is that these guys here, right? Of course, yours truly, okay? And what I was saying is that with Bouse, and Bouse was saying, look at this agenda. I said that what it means is it looks like they're re-reviewing where the Raiders are supposed to play in terms of their stadium siting, in terms of the land. Remember, the land has not been officially conveyed to the stadium authority, all right? And I'm not saying I'm sure about this, but it looks like that. that they're probably starting to question whether or not it's a good idea, and that may be the anatomy of the delay we're seeing. You could, I'm going to say something extreme. You can wind up having this stadium in North Downtown Las Vegas. Okay, that might be what happens, and if that's the case, I'm wondering if the Raiders will pull. You think the Raiders will pull if that happened?
I'm not sure, and I'm under the belief that we're going to see how this process works itself out. It doesn't change, and I know Zennie is saying that, I'm going to say it doesn't change what we got to do. So we have our process going on to continually make Oakland better forever, which is dealing with the NFL, dealing with the Oakland Raiders, and dealing with the political landscape to make sure we're a catcher's glove, we are a net. So if things do go haywire for them, they come back to a better situation with the land, with better leadership, led by us, and or our situation helps alter that situation. So regardless, hey, good evening. Look what we got behind us, Zennie. We got
Reporters here.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
We're coming live to play right
Welcome.
now
How are you?
on the
How are you?
Zennie62 show. And
we have these wonderful people come by just saying hi. Thank you so much. We're forever Oakland.
and that's why we love coming here, man.
Thank you. You're awesome. See, that's energy right there.
There you go.
So yeah, continue, Zennie, but we want to make sure we're in a situation here where we're clearing the path to make Oakland better forever.
Christopher, what do you think?
You know, my thing is, you know, I went to Las Vegas, not for sports, but you know, just to hang out and go to different places. It's a gambling state. The Raiders, what they did, they went into some very, very, very deep water. And they pretty much put themselves into shark-infested waters with Griz and all that.
You mean shark-infested sand?
Yeah, shark-infested sand.
Shark? Ooh! Shark-infested sand. Continue, Christopher.
Yeah, and if Mark Davis were ever to have ears, instead right now he doesn't have ears, he looks at the Las Vegas man like, oh, I'm gonna build the same here. No. You're not gonna build the same in Las Vegas.
And why?
Because there's something going on in Oakland that will not reveal. There's something going on.
Is there something about Vegas and why it won't work, in your opinion?
Okay, so number one is the parking. What the heck? You built a large stadium, at least figure out your freaking parking. Number two is, no one's gonna go to Las Vegas. Not when you got like 100-degree weather. And also gambling. Number one thing. Gambling. You're taking it away. Also,
Interesting.
yeah, and also, you know, I would be fine if they, well, you know, change the design of the stadium a little bit. But the fact they just basically copied.
Oh, hold that thought. Hey, first, Paul Venegas, thank you very much for the investment. Also, John Marks, I want Ricky Smith out of here, and I'll tell you why. Because, I mean, right now, and the reason is this. I broke the story regarding the delay. I'm not going to reveal my source, but to come on my channel and say, let's wait to hear from somebody else, get the fuck off my channel, okay? Right now, okay? And I don't want you back, all right? And every time you come back in any iteration, I will block you, okay? You are gone. I don't want you back. I've had enough from you. All right, sorry about that, Chris.
Well, to basically recopy the Carson City project, you know, it just pisses me off that the NFL is allowed the Raiders to do this. And Roger Goodell is getting, you know, he's getting all the media attention right now. You know, you got the Elliott thing, which may end up holding off till the next year. They may do the Tom Brady deal, you know. Roger Goodell, as much as I love football, he has one main thing that I don't like about football. And also Mark Davis.
Hey, Chris, sorry for cursing in front of you, but there's sometimes you just gotta let loose.
Yeah.
So what happened? What happened?
Well, I want to hear him first, then I'll.
Yeah, so.
And I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's done.
Oh, it's done. Don't worry about it.
Done. Yeah, go ahead.
So the Davis family is known for not staying here in Oakland. Al Davis is one of those people that You know, back in the day, we weren't prepared as we are now. You know, Al Davis looked at LA like, oh, they only have a stadium there, and we weren't fighting. You know, we weren't doing that. So Al Davis took his ball, excuse my language, took his ball and head to LA. Years and years later, after they won one Super Bowl in LA, just one, we came up with a deal with Al Davis to renovate the stadium, and that convinced Al Davis to come back. But since that renovation, we haven't done diddly squat to that stadium. And Mark Davis is doing what Al Davis is doing, taking his ball to Las Vegas. But here's where the buck comes in. We have the captain of a ship that's ready to crash the boat to Las Vegas. He's gonna crash it and he's gonna make sure it stays there. His name is Godfather Griz, and he's gonna make sure that this ship steers in the right direction.
Talk about you.
Godfather Griz is accumulation of some of the greatest guys and gals in Forever Oakland core staff that are going to continue to fight and preserve what's right. So thank you, Christopher, and your analysis is awesome as always.
Yeah. You want to add anything, Christopher? He's being
No, my son knows more than I do when it comes to this stuff.
no.
So.
Wait a minute. Wait, hey.
Hey,
An honest dad. How do you like that? An honest dad, man.
The internet nowadays, you can learn anything you want from the internet. Just keep looking.
hey guys, do you want to talk about the Oakland Senior?
That's good, Chris.
Hey, yeah.
I will say something. We're very fortunate in this young gentleman, he's a prodigy, to be around this.
Yes.
Imagine this. This is what we breathe, this is what we sleep. We wake up every morning, we have our responsibilities, we have our families, we pay our bills, and Christopher here is around this all
He's
the time.
camera savvy. Hey, wait.
He's got charisma.
Did you see? Wait a minute. Did you see how he moved into the camera? He's savvy there, right?
He's hanging around. Hey, who's he learning from?
Right.
Who's he learning from?
It's like him.
This man. Thank you, Dad.
So this is
Hey,
what
it's not even Father's Day. That's pretty good.
every day is Father's Day.
Every day.
But what I'm saying is, this is what we mean by the aura of being around the right people.
Yeah.
And even what I mean by the right people is everyone has problems in life, but it's how you deal with them and who you surround yourself with is what surrounds Godfather and all of our leaders that are fighting to preserve this. So thank you Christopher for acknowledging that. But yeah, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hey folks, it's not that, getting back to that band thing, it's not that you can't disagree with me, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, it's a matter of etiquette. Don't come to my channel just to diss what I put out and say I'm gonna wait to hear it from somebody else. And you're on my channel saying that? No. Don't, here's a solution. Don't come to my channel if you don't like the news, okay? Well, that's it. But as I said before, you didn't have to be and don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that this deal had problems. And I've said this deal had problems before the NFL voted affirmatively to allow the Raiders to step into that money pit. And if you're following what I said, and you should have been, you know it. So don't get mad when this thing unfolds in the way where it's costing more and more money for the Raiders, money they can't afford. Here's Godfather.
Just like our first preseason home game or second preseason home game, we had a lot of people that came to the holy ground, Mob Valley. Mob Valley is on a win for our Oakland Raider 120%. We're not wherever the wind blows Raiders. Our ship docks here in the East Bay right by the plank, and our home is right there in Mob Valley, and that church is ours on Black Sunday. So this is what we share with everybody. Regardless of what side you are on, right now the NFL and Mark Davis does not have your best interest in hand for this culture. What they're trying to do there is going to take away everything that was built here that we built. And it's not going to work. It's poison, it's dangerous, and that's why we got to keep everything intact here. We got to keep the identity here and preserve this situation and be in position so when they have obstacles and they have to turn themselves back, the Make Oakland Better Forever citizen-driven initiative will be prepared with the right leadership, with the land at the current Coliseum site to preserve Oakland Raiders football forever. So that's what it's all about.
Hey, I'm ready for some. Anybody? I'll chip in on some nachos. Anybody want nachos?
Go for it.
Nachos? Okay. All right. So nachos time. I don't know where the waiter or waitress is.
She'll be here in a second.
I should be here anyway.
Or some.
Oh,
so continue.
Something else too that I want to offer. The NFL is going through a major set of issues. It's being buffered and bounced by cultural change. And I have to say one thing. The best example of the league's ability to get through all this is what Cleveland did yesterday. Cleveland, if you're not aware of it, they had a meeting. Cleveland had all the players and police and fire, first responders. They all came out of the tunnel together as one. And then when the national anthem was sung, they all stood arm in arm with each other. Police with players, firefighters with players, first responders with players. It was a beautiful thing.
Why interruption from our wonderful plank representatives. Zennie, order your nachos that you want.
You have the nachos, please?
Nacho socks, do you want meat, do you want chicken, or carnitas?
Meat.
And jalapenos and pizza.
Jalapenos, yes.
Jalapenos, yeah.
I will
Nachos.
Yeah,
nachos, yeah. So anyway, my point is that that was a beautiful thing. And as far as the NFL and its ratings decline, I think it's the product. I mean, let's face it. The New England Patriots matchup. Getting a poor connection here. Hold on a second, folks. Hey, if you happen to get a poor connection, don't go anywhere. I'm still here. Too bad I can't type into this.
It'll balance itself out.
Yeah. It says very bad connection. So that's what I'm getting. How's it on your end?
Just hang in there. Our
Oh,
voice.
it's still good? Okay, it's still good on his. Wait a minute. So look, folks. It's on his. See that? Ta-da. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. So anyway, here's the donkey up. Here's the thing. I just forgot what I was saying. I'm going to ad-lib.
You're talking about the
I'm going to do
NFL?
an acapella. Oh, yeah. I was about to go ahead Eminem acapella style. In fact, you know what? That's Eminem haircut. Jeez Louise, man.
Oh yeah, and that haircut is
What you do to this kid? You're making him Eminem. Look at that. Look at that.
Why?
This is
Why?
Slim Shady. This is Slim Shady, right? This is Slim Shady. Right? Hey, don't you think he looks like Slim Shady? Excuse me. Yeah?
Does he?
Don't you think? Yeah.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. This is like.
My dad's like, wow. Oh my God.
I'm just having fun with it, but I mean, really, from another perspective, yeah, we are. Right?
Just a quick heads up. Can yourself or Kook Snipe give us see who's in the chat? Let's do a quick shout out.
You got it.
Try,
He's got a full strip.
name off some names so we all say hi and thank you to.
Yeah.
Nice and loud, please.
So got the champ,
Champ. Hey, champ.
Barry Lee,
Hey, Barry. How you doing?
Crawford 371,
Hey, Crawford. How you doing?
John Marks in here.
Hey, John Marks. How you doing? I'm reading the names from his list. Yeah. How you doing? Yep.
Rick Rice.
Hey, Rick Rice. How you doing? How's Hawaii doing, man?
Oh, got Raider Flea in here.
Hey, Raider Flea. How you doing?
Barry Lee right there.
Hey, Barry. How's how's Texas? So,
Let's see, ML Scott.
oh, ML Scott. How you doing?
Oh, got a couple more.
ML.
Right,
Hey.
a lot more, yeah.
Got a lot of people on here. Hey, don't forget, Zennie62, Zennie62.com. Just click on the giant investment button. It's right at the top. You can't miss it.
And it's
okay?
very, very important that we always acknowledge support.
Because this is a heartfelt show. So we'll continue to finish up this list here.
Yeah.
Who else is in the chat?
I got
Who else?
Dorian's on here.
Dorian. Hey, Dorian, how are you?
Corey Brown.
Hey, Corey, how you doing?
Carrillo 7.
Hey, Raider Kuko is there. Hey, Cook. Hey, how you doing? How many we got in there? Wow.
Shoot, hold on. The wrong
Wow.
number. It says 17, but I don't think that's right because the
I
numbers.
got 18.
Yeah, the numbers aren't matching on there. So.
Yeah, this is weird. I got 18. So anyway, we got it.
Thank you, everybody.
We got it.
This
Cool.
is great.
Yeah. So anyway, folks. something else you have to keep in mind here that, yeah, the Raiders should not play in the West Bay. That's a bad thing. Just get that out of the way, all right? All right. Now, as far as the NFL, I would love to see the Raiders come out with our first responders. Oakland Police Department, Oakland Fire Department, you know?
Hey, hold on.
You're going to get that on Mob Valley this weekend.
Is that right?
That's what we do on Mob Valley all the time. That's what
they're
Mob
coming?
Valley has, just these different entities that come together. This is what we do. This is
Wow.
lifestyle. Like you're mentioning Cleveland, this is how it is out there. You had your first experience after the preseason
I
game,
did.
but if you get a chance to come out this weekend, any of you, you're going to experience what it's about to be community-driven oriented. Our tailgate is not just a tailgate. We're a community-driven organization. We're one of the most well-known historical locations now because of what Zennie's talking about, of these different people that come together. We experience that in Mob Valley, and the Oakland Raiders should do that, yes.
Let me ask you a question. How are you going to celebrate when the Raiders deal falls apart? Because I believe it's going to fall apart.
Here's my thing. When I organize an event, we're always the first there and the last to leave. All this energy that we're putting into it, we're going to have a moment. And I know that on Mob Valley, when this process goes the way we want to go, we're going to go to Mob Valley, we're going to smell the roses, we're going to appreciate it. And let me tell you something. This experience has been very humbling. We're going to handle it right. Our heads are not going to get big. We'll never be cocky because we deserve this. We've earned this. And it should have never happened in the first place. So what this is doing is bringing the best out of us. It's making us better human beings in general. It's making us better Oaklanders. So we're going to be, when you're set up for success and you're ready for it, you know how to handle it. We'll be more than ready for that success.
Nice. Hey, so what's your favorite, I got to ask you, what's your favorite Eminem song?
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look at
It's
this
here.
nachos.
Look at this. Wow.
Yummy!
This is here. Wow. Hey. Thank you. High five. Thank you. Wow. This is something else, folks. You can get these at the Plank, and I don't have a fork to dig into one. Oh. Yeah. Service with a smile. Thank you. Yes. You gonna have some? We'll
A little bit. This is for you, Zennie.
Oh,
We already
okay.
have dinner. This is Zennie's food here, so.
Oh my God! I mean, I want to. Okay, so I don't want you to see me putting food in my mouth. You've seen that before, though. But I'm going to turn it back to the Godfather Griz because I want him to talk more about. For those of you who don't know about Forever Oakland, I wanted to talk about how Forever Oakland got started. So Griz, tell my viewers how Forever Oakland got started.
Well, Forever Oakland, which is considered the NFL's leading movement to keep the Raiders in Oakland, started in 2014 with a couple of us, which is led by the 66 Mob. Mob meaning making Oakland better. The 66 Mob's NFL's longest tailgate. So basically, we've always been a hands-on organization with the community. We've been involved with the politicians. We've hosted several events at Oakland Raider headquarters in the front and the back. We've hosted many events at City Hall. We've hosted many events at the county building. So when we plan something, we're very hands-on. We talk about it, but we're very hands-on. That's been the 66 Mob way for years. So we took that type of mentality and we created what's called Forever Oakland. We felt like there was a big division, which there has been for years, between our municipalities, the National Football League, and the Oakland Raiders, in terms of their inability or for whatever reason why they don't communicate. So we decided to become the middleman. We decided to be the bigger person. We decided to create a forum and platform to work on bringing these entities together so they can provide a gift for the greatest culture of people fans worldwide, a brand new stadium or church on the current Coliseum site on Black Sunday. That's how Forever Oakland started. We did it professionally. We reached out to high-ranking officials in the NFL. We reached out to high-ranking officials of the Oakland Raiders. We reached out to all of our politicians. We reach out to all of our supporters locally, community groups, faith groups, charities. It's just business people. So we've evolved into this current situation to where we've earned a lot of respect. We've been to a few NFL owners meetings. Zennie and I have crossed paths in a few of them ourselves. And we've gotten to the place we're at now with a citizen-driven initiative to ensure we do everything we can to preserve and protect this beautiful thing here that can't be duplicated. So in a nutshell, that's how Forever Oakland started.
Yep. Hey, so how many members, man?
Well, I mean, when you think of Forever Oakland, you think 66 Mob. 66 Mob has been providing this service at the highest level for the Oakland Bourbon Nation since 1999 as an overnight tailgate, feeding homeless people all night, and then feeding everyone that comes in to our tailgate. And then after a couple years, it turned into an all-weekend tailgate. Mob means make Oakland better when we host events locally, and we travel away. Mob means make others better. Then we turned into a year-round entity. After January 26, 2003, I unfortunately had a near-death experience. After Super Bowl 37, I was left for dead.
You gotta tell them that story, man.
I mean, I was just very fortunate that a friend of mine was there by my side. It wasn't my time. I enjoy the drink of choice on Mob Valley, which is named after Jim Otto. It's called Black Jack Daniels. On that Super Bowl day, I didn't even have a sip of that. So from that day on, we turned into a year-round entity. We got involved politically of helping get the old PSL system abolished that wasn't working. We're here in our current form.
We made it lifetime.
Yeah, well, actually, what happened was we got into season tickets. But what we're encouraging is it has to be, anytime you're a PSL now, it has to become lifetime. But when the Raiders first moved back, that wasn't the case. It was a 10-year PSL. That didn't work well. And then they had OFMA, the shell company, that was a combination of the Raiders and the city to sell tickets, whereas every other NFL team was selling their own tickets. So there's a few flaws that took place. There's lawsuits that took place. There was a lot of blackouts back then until January 2006 when the Raiders took control of ticket sales again. They started having some more sellouts. But in its current form, we have hundreds, quarter on thousands of members around the United States, out of country. I could probably go to maybe 20, 25 states, have a place to lay my head, because all those people have been coming to Oakland and we've been providing a service to them for years, as well as, like I said, the charities, the homeless population, doing a variety of different things. That's why we're called Mob Charities. So our members, and we have members in every group, like if you take the camera to Coop Snipe, you'll see his Northwest Booster Club in Seattle. There are booster clubs and there are non-booster clubs around the United States that support the Oakland Raiders. And almost every booster club has a 6'6" mobster in it. So we don't limit ourselves to just us, but we have this work relationship with brothers and sisters around the United States. It's just unbelievable. We probably have the biggest hand in that because we've been hosting along the tailgate for years. So we open our doors up to everybody. We're fans for humanity. And just like the guy Zennie said to get off his show, if you come with a positive attitude, man, you're always welcome to come to Mob Valley. Yep. We don't care what your skin color is. We don't care what your spirituality is. We welcome other members of other teams and fans, and we feed them because we're first class first. But if you have a negative attitude and you carry the wrong stuff, that stays away from Mob Valley. We have an aura about us that when you even get to Mob Valley, if you have that stuff, people just don't walk in. So it's all about positive energy. It's all about supporting positive entities. And that's kind of how we merged. And that's how we've expanded our base of people worldwide. It's unbelievable.
Hey, so talk about Jim Otto and your relationship with him.
Jim Otto, man, in my opinion, he's not just the greatest Raider of all time. He's one of the greatest human beings to affect my life and the lives of our fellow mobsters. His example of who he is, what he embodies, how he thinks, how his wife Sally thinks. All the surgeries this man's been through, dealing with diabetes and health issues, and still having the heart of a champ. He's impacted everybody that comes close to him, and he's just one of the greatest people to ever endure us and grace Mob Valley. And so I reach out to Jim quite a bit. I check up on Jim right now and his wife Sally. We're very fortunate that this first playoff game in January, when the Raiders went to Houston, 20 of us went up to Jim Otto's home. They allowed us into their home. Wow. It was just a heartfelt moment.
Jim Otto lives in Houston?
No. Actually, when the Raiders played in Houston for the playoff game, Jim Otto lives in Northern California, in Auburn. We actually went to the Burger King he used to own. We spit stopped there, took a picture, but we went to his home. It was just beautiful. So Jim Otto, greatest Raider, toughest Raider, one of the greatest human beings we've ever met. And let me tell you guys something. Jim Otto is 120% forever Oakland.
Wow. Talk about how the players have changed over the years, and some of the players that have been reached out to all over the time, you know, for different things, you know.
Right now, there's a new generation of Raiders.
Right.
And some of them carry the DNA of Pro Oakland. A lot of them are not privy to that. A lot of them, and just like Jack Del Rio is our head coach. Jack Del Rio is supposed to be guiding the defense.
Right.
Well, when you look at the leadership of the Oakland Raiders, what are they trying to do? They're trying to move. So this new crop of young Oakland Raider players that don't understand our tradition, they're just following what their leadership's doing. They're not bad for that, but they're not being educated in what by keeping them here and by surrounding with our fan base. And all it takes is for them to play at the Oakland Coliseum. It takes a few games, a year or two, where they feel that. And so for all you young Oakland Raiders, just understand this, that the Jim Ottos, ourselves, the players, the Tim Browns that used to play in Oakland, what have you, you're not going to get this type of love. You're not going to get this kind of phantom emotion anywhere outside of Oakland. Not just Las Vegas, when it comes to being an Oakland Raider. So we're doing everything we can to impress upon these younger Oakland Raiders, to let them know what the history is, so they carry it on in this new era of Forever Oakland. But yeah, we've dealt with different generations of players. Some of the older players, Zennie, and you cross paths with some of the Napa. On some level, they're still, I don't know, I wouldn't say on the payroll, but they're connected to the Davis family, they're connected to Oakland Raiders, so they're not really biting the hand that feeds them. A lot of them want to stay here. They haven't spoken out though, but we know that if we alter the situation, because we can speak out, because no one's paying my bills or putting food on my table. So we're going to stand with what we believe in, and we believe the more we do that, the more we're going to follow suit. But yeah, there's just a difference in generations, and we want to impress upon these younger Oakland Raider players what it's about to be Forever Oakland.
Hey, how did you meet Mark Davis, by the way?
Well, Mark Davis came to one of my events in Napa a long time ago as Al's son. And Mark knows me because his father knew me, all the lawyers knew me, Amy Trask knew me, the public relations knew me. I used to host events in the back parking lot in Oakland Raiders for years. When they're not in their uniforms, when you're getting very personable. So I got to know a lot of the folks from top to bottom very personable. They got to know me very personable. So Mark wasn't even around back then. He wasn't from around Raider headquarters. I never saw him at Raider headquarters, but a few of our events in Napa, he'd walk in and I'd welcome him and say, "Hey, Mark." And he was very quiet. He was to himself. So that's how it started. It started by all his superiors and the working relationship I had with the superiors and myself. That's how Mark got to know me. And I mean, he always looked up to me. And as you can see, Zennie, we're in Arizona. When he walks up to me, he looks up to me. He has respect. I have to say that.
Right.
So that's how Mark and I got to know each other a long time.
Now, hey.
Bless you.
All right. Denver's beating the LA Chargers 21-7 as I speak. Back to Godfather. Hey, Godfather.
Sir.
Tell my viewers, if Oakland had, what kind of stadium would you like to see at Oakland for the Raiders?
At least a 65,000 stadium. I don't mind.
I mean, as far as the amenities and all that.
I mean, obviously,
upgrades. A club like this?
Obviously, you want to have certain perks because it's good to have the family. We got to remember, we're blue collar.
Right.
We don't need all the fancy frills. We don't need daycare. We don't need Jerry Jones World. But you want history. You want like a museum. You just kind of like what the Oakland A's, David Campbell are doing right now for the A's. If you haven't been to the A's game, and I'm not tooting the A's horn, I'm just letting you guys know what he's doing. He brings Oakland history to that Coliseum, even though they're gonna probably be moving off site. So I like to see a museum. I've been to Pittsburgh Stadium after it's built. I've been to the new Denver Stadium after it's built. It's nice to have those amenities. It's nice to have upgrades. That stadium is just older. It's a great historical thing like Wrigley Field. It's older. It's the only stadium where baseball and football are still shared. But I would like to have a 65,000 seat stadium, at least 65,000 seat stadium, because we can do that here in Oakland. A potential retractable roof. I'm okay with the open air roof. If we have a retractable roof, that's not my serious priority, but I'm okay with that. And a facility.
More money.
Well, yeah, so a facility that would
make more money.
Host a Super Bowl, a facility that will host events year-round. So just an upgrade of what we have, a few perks, better internet. We need a new facility there, new pipes. But we're on the perfect land. We have the best transportation. We don't have to put much in infrastructure. It's much easier for the Raiders to stay here to get a stadium. And the money's here more in the long term than it is anywhere else, especially going to Las Vegas. So that's why this whole thing don't make sense going to Vegas. But at least a 65,000 seat stadium I'd like to see.
I want a dome. 300 luxury boxes, 600 room hotel wing, right at the stadium. You can walk right in stadium. That's what I want. Other than that,
Gotta keep it blue collar.
here's the thing I gotta tell you, all right? You know the secret to keeping it blue collar? I'll tell you. You want to know the secret to keep it blue collar? I'll tell you.
Why don't you fucking tell us over here?
You want some nachos?
He'll tell you.
All right. You want some nachos? All right. The secret to keeping it blue collar is not necessarily offering nachos, but let me tell you what it is. The secret to keeping it blue collar is this. A 40-year bond issue. I talked to our current treasurer, who's running for governor yesterday, John Chang. You realize you can do a 100-year bond issue, so why is that important? Because you can spread out the annual debt service, so it's more affordable on an annual basis. That's how I did it with the Raider project here. I put a 40-year bond issue. What's wrong with Vegas? They have a 30-year bond issue. So they're watching every month. Oh my God, are we going to take in enough hotel tax money? Okay? That's ridiculous. 40-year bond issue pencils out better. Not only that, we can pay for that. That's the way the project's designed. For a 40-year bond issue, the debt service is less. What does it mean? It means my concessions can be less. Okay? Which means I can offer those cheap hot dogs that your really wants over here. Okay? Right?
I don't know if cheap. Just
I want them cheap.
right. Well, all I'm saying is our fan base loves football.
Yeah.
And we deserve to have the amenities. We just deserve to have a nice new stadium here in Oakland, but keep it blue collar.
Now, in this setup, I really can't see all of your comments. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, let's hear them. Let's start to see what we're saying.
Any questions? No, I will answer your questions.
Please.
We will answer your questions, not just me. All of us.
Yeah, right. Especially with the
We're looking right here.
Corey Brown has one here.
Corey says, I was wondering if Mark Davis gave Vegas any time limit to make a stadium happen like he did with Oakland. Or does Vegas have no time limit as far as the Raiders go? Yeah, Corey, that's a good question. Mark Davis and the NFL put no conditions on Vegas about anything. They put conditions on us. They moved the goalpost on us. They arguably acted not in good faith with us, okay?
That's right.
I'm saying that very nicely.
Yes.
But Vegas, no. For example, you want just one example, parking. With us, we have 8,000 spaces for parking base. Davis said he wanted that base, okay? Right there at the stadium. Vegas has nothing like that. Mark Davis didn't make a peep of noise about parking in the Vegas situation. Have you heard him complain about it? No. But in Oakland, everything had to be a certain way. He had to have this, he had to have that. You know, he would say, okay, well,
he kept rejecting
here. You tell, right?
If you guys look back just the current history, they kept rejecting everything. And here we have everything.
Yep.
We have the best parking, we have the best transportation. The work to get a new stadium here is simple. It's a piece of cake. You're gonna get everything you want, and there's more money surrounding here. So, because they negotiated bad faith, they did everything they could to get out of Oakland.
Yep.
I know personally, Mark threw as many brownie points as he could, giving the NFL owners whatever they wanted, so he could start being a good old boy. Even as they lead him, though, he's being led by Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft. I've already said this before on the Zennie show. People have asked this before. Mark specifically told me that Robert Kraft approached him. So I want you guys to listen to this very well. Robert Kraft approached him, asked Mark if he'd be willing to play in Mexico City again. Now, here's my thing. I went to Mexico City last year. It was awesome. Mexico represented the Oakland Warrior Nation to the T. Mexico contains more Oakland Raider fans, maybe Dallas second. So they represented us. But if you're a current season ticket holder for any team, like I am, You don't want to take one of your home games back to back internationally.
Nope.
You want to keep your home games, regardless of who you're playing, especially the Patriots. So getting back to throwing brownie points, and this is where Mark negotiated bad faith. Robert Kraft approached Mark and said, hey Mark, how would you like to play us in Mexico City again? But Mark, you be the home team. Take away one of your home games. And Mark said, okay. So Mark told me this directly, and he said the reason why he did it is because he threw as many brownie points as he can to the NFL owners to get him out of Oakland. They negotiated bad faith. That's why they turned everything down when everything is so easy and healthy. And people are scratching their heads. People are coming up with these theories. We were working extra hard. Normally, teams that want a stadium, they put the renderings together. They do all the footwork. They do all the hustle. Here in Oakland,
Nothing.
well, everyone else was doing it. I mean, I know because I was very instrumental of doing everything we could. I mean, we have really, what all this work has done is made us superhuman people in terms of compassion and understanding, and that's why we see this deal and we see the bad faith negotiations. They didn't do anything here. They didn't. So the fact that they did everything they could to get out of Oakland, and they're getting something that they're probably not going to get because you can't fit a square into a circle. That's why everything is so illogical down there. And the NFL, where they're slipping, there's two things going on, and we're going to see itself. Zennie and I had this conversation. Number one, the NFL is slipping for allowing this to happen because it is a conditional relocation. They have a certain amount of benchmarks they have to reach that the NFL has to confirm before they make it. Or number two, this NFL's way of getting Mark Davis out. The unfortunate part, though, is the people that are being suffering or hurting about this is our culture. So that's the NFL made the mistake. That's a crime. Mark Davis, he shouldn't be an owner of a team. Don't give me. He's nice to me. He's respectful, but he's not an owner of the Oakland Raiders. He don't carry that DNA. Like I said, Mark knew me through his superiors, not because he was superior. And all of a sudden, you become owner of a team. You become owner of a franchise that your father always kept you away. You become owner of something that you don't even carry that DNA with pride. That's why all this is happening. So between the NFL and between Mark Davis's actions, there's a crime. And we're not talking about the political landscape that needs to be cleaned up as well. We're working on that. But between those two entities, there's a crime. They're leading Mark. Mark threw everything out he could to try to get out of Oakland. But what you're finding out is this whole thing is so illogical. No team should be going to Vegas, number one. Number two, you can't have the Oakland Raiders go there. Number three, the NFL is greedy. They just want to land in Vegas, ultimately maybe to have a Super Bowl. So this whole recipe is why it's a disaster. The way the NFL has allowed relocation last couple of years is a disaster. What is an NFL team playing at a soccer stadium for that they can't even sell out? It makes no sense. So this whole process, I think, is going to come back, and we have the strongest theme going right now that's going to have the biggest effect. Once we get this process passed with our local municipalities, we have the strongest case right now to show the world that we got to stand up against the NFL. We got to preserve and protect our identity. We're not going to stand idle. And we have a case. It's strong. Everything I just stated with you, they don't want our guys to get them on a stand to show certain things. They don't want that. Because of this trail of bad negotiations, of having everything here so easy, and then to go away from that, and everything's so difficult, that's why this whole thing's a mess. But we're not a mess. We're strong, and we're going to preserve this, and we're going to continue to work hard to make Oakland better forever.
Any other questions that are coming out?
We had Barry Lee just ask how you guys were doing. You and Griz were doing.
Good stuff. Griz, how you doing? Barry Lee wants to
Barry Lee, when we're in our flow, man, I feel it at the top of my head, I feel it in my hands. We've been very spiritual tonight. We've been praying for people. We're speaking the gospel at its best. You will not, and your viewers will not, get what we're exchanging right now anywhere. And that's the truth. You will not get this anywhere of how this whole situation's evolved and what we're doing about it. So I'm feeling lovely, Barry Lee. But I do want to say, aside from this, our heart's going out to all those people who are out of their homes, out of power, in the South, anyone that's on the streets, anyone that's having any kind of issues. We just feel spiritual tonight. We're putting our energy out to everyone that's going through some problems right now. Finances, work, relationships. Man, our prayers are out there. So Barry Lee, thank you for always gracing us, man.
And for me, I'm happy to be here right now, but I'm worried because Fayetteville in North Atlanta was hit by Irma, and the winds were less, yeah, but power is out, So if someone broke into our house or a tree broke down, we wouldn't have gotten the alarm call for it. So I am prayerful and hopeful that everything's okay. I'm glad we had other places to go to not be there. And I'm also happy that we didn't get the real brunt of it. And I'm sad at the same time for people in Florida. The Florida Keys have been decimated. Braden in Florida, damaged. So you have Texas going through recovery, Florida going through recovery now, and you gotta wonder what's next. Mexico had a huge earthquake. It's like, why is all this happening now? I hate to be a downer, but you asked me how I'm doing, and I've never BS'd you. You know, I can't do that. It's not my nature. This is a great tonic to be here with these guys tonight. You know, it makes it much better, and yeah, it really does. So that's it. So there's the question. Next, how you doing, Coop?
I'm doing good here.
Yeah.
So I've got John Marks asked if there's going to be another JPA meeting in October if he misses this month.
Griz, that's for you. Is there going to be another? Yeah.
Well, we don't want to attend another JP meeting after this 15th. So this 15th will determine everything.
Oh wow.
But what we do want to happen is to have success this Friday with an approval, and then after there's 2 more layers. There's a city and there is a county vote that will have to go through regardless. So there's 2 more layers after this Friday, but after this Friday, our goal is not to have another JPA meeting. No, not about this current initiative, but we want to keep a JPA meeting going for the simple fact that if we create a net, we create a glove, and the Raiders don't make it to Vegas, then whatever the Coliseum Authority is here welcomes them back the right way to have the land to build a stadium. So that's the only time I want to come back from the JPA meeting.
Hey, what happened with the whole 200,000 that was supposed to come from the JPA and all that? Did that?
The what?
McKibben told me about an alternative plan where it was just going to be the JPA only. You know, approving it and paying the legal thing. Is that out? Or is it still you have to go to the JPA and then city and county?
Oh yeah. No. Regardless of what regardless, the JPA, when they approve something, because they're half city and half county, the city and county still have to approve it.
Oh wow.
So after this Friday, there's 2 layers.
You ready?
It's part of the process. Oh, I'm ready. What we've done is we've done everything we can to get the municipalities ready. We're offering a recipe for them to take care of some things that will be revealed after Friday that have been taken care of, as well as help in terms of debt, in terms of a bond, in terms of recouping losses, something that should have been done a while ago.
Yep.
We're offering a recipe for that, and we're also offering to preserve our identity for lifetime Oakland Raiders. So it's combined.
I gotta
go ahead and take.
I gotta tell you something. The other reason I put this on Godfather Griz, aside from the fact that it's the Godfather Griz show, is that while he was talking, I was laying waste to nachos. See that? Now, you saw me offer them, right? I offered, he said no. I have it on video. I offered his son. His son said no. Griz said no, right? You still want some nachos?
I just said no, you eat because I already ate. But grazie. Let me tell you, I'm not bashful. I'm not hungry, I'm going to eat. I had a nice meal before I got here. So
they're all kind to me because I haven't eaten today. Yeah. So they were, I think I probably, do I look that thin?
You're looking good. The way you're walking, I said, man, Zennie needs to eat.
Yeah, he said, yeah, So, yeah, I was looking, this is nourishment.
Hey, let me tell you guys something.
Although I love fruit. Yeah, I eat a lot of fruit. Fruit's good for you, man.
Yes.
What else we got, Coop Snipe?
Just got our 66 mob for
show. Whoa, where we go? Tell them about it.
So we got the Forever Oakland in the A's colors here.
Yeah.
We got we have the other ones here, but this is the newest ones that just came out. We got our 66 mob sweater here. So 66 mob Forever Oakland.
Got the Cuban in there.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
I don't mean Mark Cuban. I mean the cigar.
Nice. That's Griz in disguise right there.
Can you buy these online?
Yeah, you got to talk to Griz about those ones.
Can you buy them online?
What's that?
Oh, these things.
Our hats, our sweatshirts. Yes. We have a PayPal. We have a link right now. Our website. We're finishing. I've had a website for years, So the apparel aspect is under construction. We're gonna be launching a lot of new things, but if you want any of those items, you contact me directly through our Facebook at Greg Jones on our Facebook at Forever Oakland Mob Charities, and on Twitter 66 Mob Forever Oakland. You hit me up in personal message. I'll send you the link, send you the price, send you everything, because this has been circulating everywhere. It's awesome stuff.
Now somebody online said that's a blunt.
Hey, it all depends on how you view it. You know, see my hair, it's slicked back. So in my opinion, it's a freaking cigar over here.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And
the Godfather has to be prepared.
you just bring one?
I don't know. We'll see after the show, but I just know after the show. Enjoy the ambiance. I'm gonna breathe open. And once again, let's just do a quick shout out to all you folks who are watching this. The plank is awesome. The food's awesome. Their hospitality is awesome. This is all good. But yeah, for me, it's cigar.
Yeah.
It's a freaking cigar, not a blunt. But hey, whatever your perception is, whatever works for you.
Hey, so
But you're welcome to buy this
What
with
else we got?
Really, not too many questions. Most people just going on about who's going to play who in a movie if you guys do a movie.
Yeah, what's this? Where's this Jamie Lee Curtis stuff come from?
Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Jamie Lee Curtis as the mayor. So I got somebody's even saying Sandra
I think
Bullock.
Winona Ryder. Hold on a second. Winona Ryder should play Libby Schaff. Okay. Winona looks just like Libby. Right, you know?
Are you talking about the documentary that's going to be made about Forever Oakland, Make Oakland Better?
exactly.
How we alter the situation, and how certain stars are going to be municipalities. Who's going to serve the Godfather? Name some thoughts. Who's going to be in my shoes? Who's going to be Zennie? Who's going to be Zennie? You folks got to help us in the chat room come up with ideas.
I'll play myself. Thank you very much.
We have Steven Seagal for Godfather. Ice Cube for Boss.
Yeah.
But whoever that's going to be.
That's perfect. Ice Cube. Yeah.
We have Forrest Whitaker for Zennie.
What? I look better than Forrest Whitaker. You must be high. I mean, come on, man.
We got Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey, Zennie, he's smoking.
Samuel, I can kind of do that. No.
Cigar. Go ahead.
No, I'll tell you who should play me. This is a brother who almost played James Bond named Colin. Not talking about a Dirisalva. Colin, you got your iPhone? Text Colin James Bond. Tell me what you get.
James Bond?
Yeah, right, Colin James Bond. I'm having a Dude Snipes' son, genius son, do it. Christopher, Colin James Bond. And that's the guy.
Somebody
That's
even
the
said
guy.
Jim Carrey should
like
be
this
Mark
one?
Davis.
Enlarge that, yeah. Just enlarge that.
Zennie.
Which one?
This one, right? This guy.
Not Moa.
This black one?
Yeah, that guy. Thank you. Yeah. That's Colin. I forgot Colin's last name. See, Colin looks like me. See, look at that. Hold on a second, folks. All right. See that? Colin looks like, you can't see. Wait a minute.
Oh, here you go.
All right, yeah, there you go. Okay. See, Colin looks like me. Look at that. See, Colin looks like me. Colin should play me. Now I actually gotta get Colin's last name. What's his last name, man?
Salmon. He's a British actor.
Colin Salmon?
Yep.
Yeah. Colin Salmon should play me. Don't you guys look kind of like him?
You gotta
He
get
looks
the
like
accent
me.
though. He's a British actor. Gotta get
No,
the accent.
no. He's got to do the. No, he's playing me. What are you talking about? He's got to do the American accent. Come on.
We have said we should have Jim Carrey be Mark Davis. I mean that would be perfect right there. I mean, Mark is a comedian anyway, so yeah, having that would be perfect.
Oh my, that's hilarious. Now, I think.
Has to be a younger version of Seagal, not the older version.
Hey folks, had to take the mom's call. When your mom calls, you take the call. I had to take the mom's call. A little bit of break. Your mom calls, you take the call. Everything is fine. Thank you. Okay. So as I was saying, Joe Pesci.
Younger version.
Younger version.
Younger version.
Did you think you should play Joe Pesci? What about Joe Pesci playing him?
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
John Mark says Gary Busey should be Jerry Jones.
Oh, I feel sorry for Jerry Jones.
old man.
Wait.
So what we're gonna do is,
I know Gary Busey.
I know he's on your show.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Zennie62, all your supporters, your homework for the week is identify what we're doing right now, and we'll discuss it next Monday. Who would you pick as actors for the Forever Oakland 66 Mob, Zennie62, our municipalities, Oakland Raiders, NFL, and next week we'll touch on it more, but this is fascinating.
It is, isn't it?
This is great.
Now who should play Cougs tonight?
Yeah, who should play Cougs tonight? You have to ask your chat.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, he's got it. I can't type it in here.
Okay.
All right, so everybody, who should play this guy? What actor should play this guy? Okay. Who should play him? I would say maybe, I was going to say Bill Macy, but nah. I was going to say... Then I was going to say, hey, Christopher.
And no references from the Kingpin here, okay?
Wait a minute. That's a good idea. The Kingpin. The Kingpin. What do you think?
He's validated himself.
Wait. Hey, who should your dad? Who should play your dad?
Shit, man, I was gonna say James Bond. James Bond,
It's like,
one of the other famous actors.
Dolphins owner Stephen Ross is himself.
Yeah. How about this Robert Kraft? Who should play as Robert Kraft?
Oh man, Robert Kraft.
We got an Al Pacino for the Godfather.
For
Griz, we got an Al Pacino vote in here.
Al Pacino for you.
Yeah.
I like Al.
Tell me.
I've always liked Al.
Wait, but let's think about that. Al Pacino.
You guys decide.
Al. You see Al Pacino playing him? I know we've got the 66 Mob. That's how Pacino would. Pacino, that would be pretty good.
Al Pacino's a Taurus as well.
Are you both Tauruses?
Yes. So it may be a good fit.
Okay.
But you guys have to determine it out there.
Okay.
This is funny because prepare for this.
All right.
Prepare for the documentary.
All right.
We're in it because we love what we do, and this is history. It's just be beautiful.
It is history.
Yes.
So who should play your dad?
Yes.
Shoot, man. You know, there's so many famous actors I know, but there's, James Bond always comes up to mind because, he's so silent.
Do you think Daniel Craig should play your dad?
Shoot, man. Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
You mean the white Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
The white Michael Jackson.
Wait. There is a white Michael Jackson. Okay. I am not kidding you. There is a white Michael Jackson.
No, not the other. Not the
Right.
other.
Not the other one. Right. Rest in peace to the great Michael Jackson. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, Coop, who do you think should play you?
I'm just the silent person behind the scenes. So,
Yeah, but you've always fantasized about somebody playing you.
No,
in a
that's
movie.
it. I'm a silent man behind the scenes. You need something done, I'll take care of it, but
James
you won't know
Bond.
it's being done. So,
Hey, Griz.
Uh-oh. Silent. Let's see. Silent man behind the scenes.
He's not a silent Bob.
No, he's not a silent
He's not a
Bob.
silent Bob.
No, he's not a silent Bob. Griz.
Let me.
Griz is saying he's a silent Bob.
I'll describe Coop's Snake.
All right.
If you have someone in your life that is steady,
Yeah.
consistent, humble, giving, quiet, but strategically is someone who can poignantly go in like a Navy SEAL mentality and do things that no one else can do, he's the guy.
Oh.
He's more strong-willed than people think. His likeness is unbelievable, but he's got a certain will about him. He has a certain sharpness that when that switch flips, it's definitely.
Hey, so maybe John Cena should play you.
Him, yeah, but John, he'd be Chris on steroids, yes.
Come on, Griz.
What else we got there?
so John Mark says Christopher Walken should play me.
Ooh.
As a mafia,
Is
yes.
it Christopher Walken?
We gotta remember though, all these
Yeah.
older cats are older than we are, so they have to dye their hair a little bit, because we're not like gray haired yet.
Hey, Christopher Walken, like, well,
Yes, that would be a good fit. That would be a good fit.
I think that might work, and that is. Hey, so hey, can I ask you a question? If you're in a movie, who do you want? Wait a minute. If you're in a movie, who do you want to play you?
Ellen.
I'm asking.
If I was in a movie,
Yeah.
if I could play someone, I would want to play Ellen DeGeneres.
Who do you want to play you then?
I would want her to play me too.
You want Ellen DeGeneres?
She's a great person.
No, you look like you like the actress in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, really? No.
Zendaya? Yeah. Right?
No. She's way up there. No, we're not the same.
Oh, well,
See, she knows what she wants.
she knows what she wants. Cool, thanks.
I want to inspire.
She wants the inspired. All right. So we've got it nailed down.
That's taken care of.
That's taken care of.
This
So,
show's been awesome.
It has.
We've had different types of things going on here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Nachos, the plank, NFL, the stadium, the history of our knowledge. Who would serve to play us in a role in a documentary or movie? Continue to think those thoughts. We'll get back to it next Monday as well. This is good stuff.
Yeah. So we are. It's 9:43. We started at 8:30. Folks, we're gonna
5 minutes, 10
another
minutes.
5 minutes,
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
then we
close
out. Because you just thank you for just coming to Zennie62, the Godfather Griz show. You're the 20th viewer at this segment. You just popped up. So give everybody a hand for the person that just heard.
Yes. And for all you investors, make sure you invest in the Zennie62 show.
Yeah, that's right. So invest, right.
Yeah, and for those coming out this week for the home opener, we'll have our raffle going there. Got a nice prize for you guys. Yes. Yep.
Right.
There's some other stuff going on too, but just anybody coming out, definitely will have that coming on.
Can you get what Raider Kuko asked the question? I can't quite see it.
Let's see.
He just posted it
Detail
up.
for this Friday.
You said what details?
Just can we repeat the detail for this Friday? Should we show up to support?
Can you repeat the detail for this Friday?
Yes, this Friday, September 15th at 8:30 a.m. at the Oracle, which is 7,000 Coliseum Way. It's the Oakland Coliseum. The Oracle, where the Oakland Warrior World Champions play. There's an entrance into what's called a JPA meeting. It's Joint Powers Authority. The general public is open to come on in at 8:30, listen to our municipalities talk, listen to Godfather Griz, Ray Bobbitt, Zennie62. Some of our core staff will be speaking on behalf of pushing the JPA to approve what we're wanting to push. So everyone's welcome to come. It's right across the street from Mob Alley, and info is on the tailgate. Once again, this Friday, September 15th, 8:30 a.m. at the Oracle, 7,000 Coliseum Way, which is right next door to the Coliseum or Black Sunday. You can't miss it. Come on out. It's a big JPA meeting.
Hey, closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts, once again, we want to end this show to remind everyone there's a lot of people who are struggling out there. And it's just been kind of a theme. It's in the air a little bit. There are people who have it nice. There are people who are struggling. And for those of us who are in a position to help others, it don't always, if it's financially, if it's through a helping hand, it's through listening, it's through prayer. We're just going to take a moment to pray for all humanity right now, no matter what your circumstances. We're all in this together right now. So let's end the show with about a 10-second prayer, and we'll come back out of the prayer. May the mob be with all of you. If you're coming to Oakland this weekend, you gotta get the Mob Alley for their Thursday night. If you're in town Friday morning, get the JPA meeting. If you're coming Friday night or Saturday, come to the longest international venue, 667 Coliseum Way. We're kicking everything off, and we are always forever open, only in Oakland.
Hey, thank you all, and hey, thank you all, and don't forget this. Check it out. Don't forget. There you go. All right. There we go. Thank you all. Thank you all. See the Godfather. Thank you all. Thank you all. There you go. Hey, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for manning it. Yeah. Hey, get a close up on there. Get a close up on there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. There you go. Thank you. See you guys soon. Hold on. We'll keep showing it. We'll see you guys soon.
And we'll be here next Monday.
Remember, live stream tomorrow night. NFL recap. Zennie62. See you guys. I'll see you guys later. Okay, see ya.